Alright, what's up guys? My name is Sam and today I'm going to be shooting some long exposures down in the creek down there. As you can see, it's a little difficult to get down. But we do have a rope right there. I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but that should help me out a little bit. It's going to be pretty fun, and I do see a little bank down there, and the water hasn't been flowing lately because we had a drought, but we had a lot of rain past couple days, so that's pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get down there. This is our old rope right here. It broke a while ago, but now we got this new rope, so that's good. This is really scary. I'm holding onto this rope for life. Whew, almost fell. Okay, that should be pretty good. Oh, my hands got a little dirty. Okay, so that's a little bank down there, and there's some flowing water right over there, which should look pretty good for some long exposed areas. But now I gotta walk over there. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Alright. It's a nice cinematic right there, you know? Some water, the sun. Alright, so we made it down. That was a little sketchy. I don't know how I'm gonna get back up, but there's like some stepping stones up there, I guess. So I guess I'll just start shooting right now. I brought this bendy tripod from Joby, and I also got my Sony a6300, and I brought my 55 to 210 and some filters. So let me get the filters out. And the 55 to 210's down here, so I'll get that out. Alright, I've been here for a few minutes now just shooting with my camera down there. I've shot a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and I'm gonna go ahead and shoot a little bit more towards down there, but I think I got like a cut on my finger when I was coming down. I don't know how. So yeah, it's really bright out, so I'm having to use a 16 stop filter right now, which is crazy. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated when I get some cool pictures. I think I actually got a couple cool ones just now. I don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, I don't think you can see that at all. But I'll show them to you guys when I get back home and when I start editing them a little bit more. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated if anything interesting happens. Alright, so I just finished up shooting down here in the creek, and as you can see, it's really freaking bright back there. I don't know how well you can hear me or anything, but I'm going to go ahead and go home and then see how well my pictures turned out. And if they turned out well, I'll show you them. If they didn't turn out well, I'll still show you them. So yeah, I'm going to try and head back up now. Alright, I don't know how to get back up this, but I guess I can try. I don't know. I'll try right like this, I guess, and then here. Oh, I'm gonna fall. Oh. Alright, I just made that. That was not so much fun. I gotta be careful while I do this. This is pretty scary, actually. I don't really know what I'm doing, but why not? Look, we already made it a lot of the way there, so yeah, it's pretty cool. We're pretty much there now, and alright, we made it back to civilization. Now I just gotta hop this fence. Real quick, and I will be back to my house in no time. Alright, that was pretty easy. Let's go. Alright, now I'm just walking back. Not too far now. I just live around the corner over there. So, yeah, I'm almost home. That was pretty fun. I will show you guys the pictures that I got and how I edit them, I guess, in a little bit. So, as I walk home, ooh, even with these glasses, it's still pretty damn bright. So, I hope you guys did enjoy that little part of the video. Cut my finger. It's not too bad though, it doesn't hurt. I sort of like fucked up my shoes. These are really nice actually. These are my new NMDs, but I'll clean them, I guess. So yeah, that was actually pretty fun. That was the first time I really vlogged anything important actually. So I'll be home in a bit and I'll show you the photo. I don't know if you guys want to see more photography videos or whatnot, but I really enjoyed making this one. It was pretty fun. I could probably meet up with some of my friends in later videos and we could shoot together or whatever. So, yeah, let me know in the comments below. Alright, so now I'm gonna edit or I'm gonna look through the pictures and I'm gonna edit them. So, here we got my SD card, just a regular SanDisk, 64 gig, nice SD card. So I'm gonna put it in my computer over here on the right, and I'll open up Lightroom before I put it all the way in. Lightroom's down here. It's an Adobe software. If you're looking to get into photography, I definitely recommend getting Adobe Lightroom. It's really, really great for editing pictures. So I was just editing pictures for my friends. I did a little photo shoot for them. But I will go ahead and put it all the way in now, and it should open up. Okay, so now you can see that the photos have all opened up into Lightroom, and I can choose whichever ones I want to edit. So I'm just gonna import all of them, and I will look at them here. This was just a quick photo. I don't like this, so I'm gonna delete it. Remove. Okay, so I got some pictures at the start. This one's really, really overexposed. This one is okay. It looks sort of pastel-y. Okay, so I moved locations into my bedroom, just to get away from my family. So I'm gonna go ahead and start editing the pictures, and just when I edit pictures, I just go through the ones that I got, and then I start editing. So I can scroll through these pictures, whatnot. I sort of like this one. I like this one, but it's sort of grainy up here at the top left. I don't know what this one was, so I'm just gonna go ahead and delete that one. This one's super overexposed, so I'm gonna also just delete that one. That one's also really overexposed, so I might just delete that one too. I had a lot of really overexposed pictures, like this one also. That one was out of focus because I knocked the camera a little bit. This one, I like it because it has really flat water, but this just isn't interesting foreground and background except for the rocks. And same with this one, it's just flat water and whatnot, and then trash on the branch or whatever. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go into develop. And when I edit my photos, the first thing I go to is I go to my presets and I see which one will look the best with a certain photo. So that doesn't look very good, so I'm not gonna use it. And if I like the way a preset goes with a photo, then I will I'll go with that, and then maybe start editing off the preset. But I didn't have any presets that I liked, so I'm just gonna go ahead and I could either cold it or warm it. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and warm it a little bit more, but I'm gonna go ahead and make it a little bit less exposed, so it's a little bit more underexposed. I'm gonna bump up the contrast a little bit so the whites and the waves are a little bit more. I might hit it with a little bit of purple tint, just barely. You don't even notice it very much. And actually, I'm gonna crop out this side over here so that it doesn't have that rock on the right, that brown one. And there we go, that looks pretty good. So that looks really nice. I think there's actually there's a little bit too much water, so I'm gonna go ahead and drag that down a little bit too. and I'll go over to highlights and shadows, and I'll just go all the way to the side, and I'll see which one I like best. So I'll bump it up a little bit so it's a little bit brighter, and then shadows, I'll bring those down a little bit. Whites, I'll tone those down because the whites are really bright and the blacks are pretty dark, so I might, oh no, I like it right about in the middle. Clarity, if you go all the way down, it makes it real soft and fuzzy, and if you bring it all the way up, it makes it like sharp. So usually I just hit it a little bit. Vibrance, you can make it black and white or whatever this is. So I'm gonna go about 50. I like that. And saturation, I'll just hit that a little tiny bit. We already played with these a little bit, but if you want to, you can curve until you like it. Yeah, that looks pretty good, I guess. Alright, and then we go down and we play with the individual colors. So if you find a color, I usually just drag them side to side to see where it gets affected, but I don't see anywhere here where it gets affected, so I'm just not going to use that. Orange, it gets affected a little bit in the rocks right around here, so I could make them red and stand out, or I could make them greenish and blend in, but I'm going to have a little bit of reddish in there, just so that they have a little bit of standing out. Yellow is the water, so I could make it a little bit reddish or greenish. I think I like it right about here though, a little yellow. Green is just like the tints, I guess. So I'm gonna make the tints a little bit more murky. Aqua, there isn't too much aqua except for like the shadows, so I'm gonna make them a little bit purple. Blue is a lot of the shadows, so I'm just gonna keep it a little bit more towards the purple side. Purple is shadows too, but there's not too much, so I'm just not gonna mess with purple. And magenta, there isn't really any magenta in this picture either. Now I can go down to sharpening, and I could sharpen it a little bit. If I sharpen it all the way, you see the water looks a little bit nicer, but it also looks sort of weird, so I'm not gonna sharpen it all the way. I'll put it about 65. That looks nice. Noise reduction, if I put it all the way up, it doesn't really show any difference in this picture because there isn't any noise, really. If I wanted vignetting, I could make it a white. Oh wait, that's distortion, my bad. Well, let me just press Command Z to undo. If I wanted vignetting, I'd go all the way down here. I could put it to the right to make a white vignette, or to the left to make it dark. So I usually don't put vignetting on, but I might just put a slight. I'm actually, this part up here has been really bothering me, that black spot, so I'm just going to make it a wide shot like this, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I could also put, say, like a gradient here, like that, and then I could make it just affect the water or whatever. I can make the water a little bit bluer, or a little bit oranger. I think I might have it here-ish. Complete white water. No. A little bit contrast. And I don't know. If you guys don't like that, then you guys don't like it. But if you guys do like it, then that's pretty cool. I'll put the final image up on screen right now. And hold on, I gotta switch batteries. Alright, I'm back now. Let me just adjust this camera. There we go. Okay, so now I can keep editing my other pictures. So I like that. I think I'm just gonna keep it there. Going to the next one. It's pretty much the same picture, so I'm just not gonna bother with that. Same with this one. I'm just gonna go straight to this one. I like this because it's not like super overexposed or whatever. So, but even though I'll bring the exposure down a little bit and the contrast up, I might warm it up a little bit and then tint it with a touch of green. I'm gonna go into the highlights and just go on the sides. I like it a little bit highlighted, and the shadows can be, I don't know, a little bit darker. This photo isn't super amazing, but I mean, that creek isn't the most interesting place, especially in 2 o'clock in the day. The whites, I'll lighten it up a little bit, and I'll darken the blacks down a little bit too. Just hit the clarity at, ooh, actually, yeah, right about there. Vibrance can, I'll put vibrance right about here, and saturation. I'll play with the curves, just barely. And then I'm not really gonna mess around with too many of the colors except for these, and then a little bit of the blue. Okay, I'm gonna go into sharpening, and I can just look around here, so I'm just gonna hit it a little bit with some sharpening, and then see what that did around. In the water, you can see it's almost grainy. Hold on a second. Alright. We can do profile corrections. I don't like that. I'm gonna go back to manual. Noise reduction, I guess I can do that a little bit. Just cause. And then, that's pretty much all the settings. And then I'll crop this too, because I don't like that big part. And then, yeah, I'll crop it right there. I like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm just gonna go ahead into the next photo. So here's the next picture. This is really not that interesting. It's just got some flat water over here, flat water. That's what long exposure to water does. It flattens it or it makes it softer. So as you can see, it looks like really smooth, but then over here, I don't like it because it's really messy. This, what is it? Bush has like trash on it. It's brown. So it wasn't the best job of composition on my part. Then we can go into this picture and then look at how it looks. I'm going to look at what the presets look like. I don't like that one. I don't really like that one either. Whoops. No, I do not like that. I sort of like that. Not really though, no. I like this one, but I'm gonna make it a little bit warmer. And I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of purple. I'm gonna go a little bit down on the exposure and a little bit more contrast. A little bit less exposure. Highlights can go down a little bit. Shadows are good. Whites are really, really bright, so I'm gonna bring this down, and the blacks are pretty good. This is just a really messy photo all around. I don't like it too much. I'll mess around with these a little bit. So as you can see in the bush, there's a little bit of color differentiating. I'm gonna go ahead and make this a little bit red. And then yellow, there's a lot of yellow, so I'm gonna make them sort of blend in a little bit. And then green, there's a little bit of green. I'm not gonna make it too bright, but I'll make it pretty bright. There we go. And then aqua, there's not any aqua really. Okay, so with blue, there we go. I don't know what I'm doing with this photo, this nasty picture. Oh no. Complete sharpen. Complete noise reduction. I'm really just messing around right now with this picture, so if you don't like that, then probably not the best tutorial for you. This is just a little circular, and I'm going to bring the exposure down in here so that the thing is a little bit less exposed. And that's pretty much all I'm going to do to that photo because it's really not the best photo. None of these pictures I really liked too much, so I guess I could show you guys another photo that I liked. Okay, so with this photo, my friend actually took this picture, but then she asked me to edit it because she doesn't really know how to edit. So if I went to the original photo and I built a smart preview, then I would say, hold on, I would do, wait, okay, hold on, I don't know how to really, oh, okay, here it is. Okay, so this one on the left was the original, and this on the right is the edited picture. So I really like the edited picture just because it's got so much color in it. If we wanted to do another picture that that she took that I edited for her, where is it? I'm not too sure where it is, but oh, here it is. I edited this picture for her too. So on the right here, you can see the original picture, and then this is after. So what I did was I put a little brightness on this boat down here. I don't know how well you guys can see my cursor or whatever. But I also warmed it up a little bit and then put a brightness on this railing just to give it a little bit of accent, a leading line, you know. And then I made the blues a little bit more purple to give it a little bit of tint or whatever. And that's pretty much all I did to it. I did a little tiny gradient on this up here. And yeah, okay, let me look for another picture. So this was another picture. This was before I edited and this was after. So I actually composited this photo. If you guys want a tutorial on how to composite a photo, be sure to leave a thumbs up and comment down below that you want one of those. So I took a picture of my legs and I took a picture from Times Square and I composited them together, and then I just edited that picture that I composited together. That was a mouthful. Alright, let's do a little bit of portrait shooting. So I'll go into my library, and I'll take this picture of my friend. And let's not do that. And we'll make it, we'll take everything back to how it was. Okay, so we are almost there. Okay, so that is how the original picture looks. So if I wanted to use presets, I could go like that. I really like this actually, but I'm gonna look at the other presets also. I like this one too. Sometimes if you have a really good preset, you don't even need another, you don't even need to edit, you just can use the preset. I don't like that preset on there. That's okay. So I think I'm gonna go with this one because it looks really nice, and I'm actually gonna brighten the picture, or actually I'll darken the picture up and I'll make it a little barely bluer and contrast a little bit. And then I'm actually gonna gradient over to the right because it's pretty dark over there, so I'm gonna expose it a little bit more. And then that's pretty much all I'm gonna do with a gradient. And then on her face, however I can do this, okay, Just trying to match it to her face. I could make her face a little bit, just barely more exposed. That looks good. And I'm actually going to go over here and I'm going to crop out the door, because I don't like how that looks. And I'm going to bring it down just below that black dot. And I'm also going to take that shadow out from the right. And that looks really good. So I'm actually going to send this over to her right now and tell her that she was in my YouTube video, which is okay. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video of me editing and whatnot. So yeah, subscribe if you're new, comment and like if you want more photography videos, or comment a specific photography video tutorial you want to see. And yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching, bud.